I should have walked away, should have let Coda take the fall. I mean, it was his idea, his big plan, his bad luck. But no. Instead, I'm here, standing in the dust, a dozen drone eyes locked on me, waiting for my next move. The last wild horse in the Western Territory is staring me down. Not like the ones in the city, those engineered things with carbon fiber bones and programmable temperaments. No, this one is real. I can see its ribs move with each breath. I can hear the snort of its lungs pulling in the thick, metallic air. This thing shouldn't exist. The Corp says real animals don't belong in the world anymore. And I'm about to steal it. The world ended a long time ago. At least the one where people lived with the land instead of on it. They call this place Sector 9. But the old-timers, the ones who still remember dust storms and rivers that ran for miles, they call it the Badlands. Cities rise in the distance like glass mountains. Everything there is synthetic, from the air you breathe to the food you eat. Out here, there's not much left but rusted-out towns, ghost farms, and kids like me. We live off scraps, half wild, half starved. The Corp doesn't care. We're outliers, too small to be worth the trouble. Unless we cross the line. Unless we take something that isn't ours. Unless we run. It started with a bet. Coda said the wild horse was a myth. That all the real ones were gone, replaced by synthetic stallions with glowing eyes and perfect gaits. I said he was wrong. So we hiked out past the perimeter fences, past the warning signs and abandoned rail tracks. That's when we saw it. A real horse. We weren't supposed to interfere. We were supposed to just watch. But then the Corp's drones showed up, black spheres hovering in the air, scanning, calculating. And suddenly, it wasn't just about the horse anymore. It was about freedom. I feel Coda's hand on my shoulder. Jax, we gotta go. But I can't move. The horse isn't running. It's watching me, muscles coiled like a wound-up spring, waiting. It should be afraid. It should be bolting into the darkness. Instead, it stands its ground. And I understand in some unspoken way that it's giving me a choice. The red drone lights flicker. My breath locks in my chest. 3 seconds isn't long enough to decide who you are, but it's all I have. Run. But those drones are faster than me. Surrender. But then they take the horse, and I'm chipped, branded, and sent to a labor colony. Ride. And I don't know how to ride. The horse moves, not away from me, toward me. A flick of its ear, a shift of its weight, and suddenly I understand. I lunge forward, fingers tangled in its mane. My boots scrape metal-coated earth. For a split second, I think I'm too late. But then gravity flips. I land hard against its back. My arms wrap around its neck as it launches into motion. And we run. The wind tears at my skin. My pulse hammers. Every muscle in the horse's body moves beneath me, raw power surging forward. Drones screech somewhere behind us, but I don't look back. Because in this moment, for the first time in my life, I am free. I think we've lost them. The horizon stretches ahead, empty and endless. The neon glow of the city flickers in the distance. The horse's breath comes in sharp, uneven gasps beneath me. I should slow down. That's when I hear it. A sharp whistle. The horse freezes. Muscles lock. My stomach drops. And suddenly, I'm falling. I hit the ground hard, dust kicking up around me. My breath comes out in a ragged cough. And then I see her. Tall, sharp-eyed, wrapped in dark leather, a gun strapped to one hip, a lasso coiled in the other. She leans against the edge of a rusted-out road sign, arms crossed, like she's been waiting for me all night. Lena Blackwater, the most wanted outlaw this side of the territories. Her lips curl into a smirk. Didn't take you for the riding type, Jax. I scramble to my feet. The horse stands still, muscles tense, nostrils flaring. Lena tilts her head, her fingers twitching near the gun at her hip. That's my horse you just stole. Didn't have your name on it, I shoot back. Wrong answer. In half a second, she's closed the distance, and suddenly, there's a blade at my throat. Her voice is low, dangerous. You have no idea what you just got yourself into, cowboy. I swallow hard. The horse isn't just some lost relic. It's something bigger, something important. And now it belongs to both of us. Lena steps back, twirling her knife once before slipping it back into her belt. Here's the deal, she says. You ride with me, or you die out here alone. She swings into the saddle, holds out a hand. I hesitate. I could walk away. I could pretend I never saw the horse, never felt the wind tear past my skin, Never tasted freedom in the back of my throat. But I know the truth. I can't go back. So I take her hand and ride.